Yo, what up, street talk, street gods, street vlogs, or Kim in the house. All right, some morning thoughts. So I titled this one Brave New World for Photography. So what does this mean, and the takeaway points. So before you guys start the day, gotta always flex. All right. So more virtuous to flex your body than to flex your car. So anyways, so the general germ of the thought is what I foresee is going to be the slow death of tech. And it's funny because I've always loved computers and technology stuff, but I was never technically part of the quote tech industry. Even my first job out of college, I got a internship doing like social media marketing for a company called Demand Media, eHow.com, and it was technically a media company, right? Media, like a quote content company, I guess, right? And they leverage Google search to make the Google AdSense monies, and pretty smart, innovative model, I think. But anyways, so then moving forward, what I currently foresee, you know, was that chatbot GPL or whatever nonsense is coming out of OpenAI. It's kind of like, you know, the analogy of a snake eating its own tail. That's kind of what I see and forecast. And so, for example, this is actually a good spot. EK is gonna take over Santa Monica, okay? So no place is perfect, but Santa Monica is pretty good. Right, so so essentially what I see is I think it's actually going to be media that's the future, not technology or tech. So I look at everything as kind of like Apple Store, it's like all the same stuff, nothing innovative no more. Apple, if you guys need some suggestions, just shoot me an email, eric@erickim.com. I got lots of good ideas for you. Currently Tesla is killing it. I mean, if you want to make a bunch of money on stocks in the future, just go all in Tesla. One of the best things to see, like even look at come to Santa Monica, it's like Tesla, and Tesla. There's like a Tesla supercharging station here. It's like literally like 100 cars could fit here. And in Santa Monica, currently speaking, kind of every other car is a Tesla. It's pretty amazing. And one of the big benefits that Sen is now an expert car designer analyzer. We've analyzed all the cars together. Essentially all the electric cars suck besides Tesla. It's like Tesla's become the Kleenex of the electric car company world. Like literally, this is my simple heuristic, right? If you're gonna get an electric car, it's a Tesla. Like if anything, a Tesla should be synonymous with electric car. It's not like you don't buy an electric car, you buy a Tesla, right? You know, same thing, right? Street photographers buy Ricoh GR cameras, GR3X and beyond, I guess. And yeah, there's essentially no reason to get a non-Tesla, right? So my thoughts, currently speaking, if you want to get a electric car, get a Tesla, right? If not, I really like the new Hyundai Genesis cars. I think it's probably the most disruptive, innovative styling for a car right now. And also for the price point, the interior quality of the materials is phenomenal. And this is actually the funny thing with cars too, right? The interior of a car is 90% more important than the exterior of the car is only 10%, because you spend 90% of the time inside the car, only 10%, maybe even less, like 99% of your time inside the car, 1% of your time outside the car looking into it. And so the exterior of a car is for other people's enjoyment, the interior is for your own enjoyment. And so certainly your own enjoyment is going to matter more. Even when I was in the Lexus showroom, checking out the new RX 500h or something, and the new electro variants, the interior quality of the materials is far superior than any other cars out there. I think the interiors of the Tesla are, I love it because it's kind of this like clean, minimalist, Spartan aesthetic. But if you want the most supple feeling materials, then actually Lexus is a better bet. But anyways, so Brave New World for photography. So yeah, I think tech is, you know, it's like Google is dying a slow death. I mean, Amazon's already done taking over the world. AWS is doing really good. It's funny, is Amazon a tech company? I wouldn't actually call Amazon a tech company. I would call Amazon a logistics company. It's like FedEx on steroids. So I think Amazon future is good, right? And Google, I mean, it's still a search engine. I mean, Google will still be fine, stuff like that. But then, generally speaking, and I heard a Zoom just laid out a bunch of people. So my thought is, it generally seems like there's kind of a malaise right now in the tech industry. There's no big innovative ideas and stuff like that. People losing faith, stuff like that, and advertising. I mean, still a thing that I haven't yet figured out yet. But don't worry, guys, I'm working on it. It's like, how can you make money on the internet without advertising? I mean, the simple things I've discovered for me as a solo entrepreneur is, selling your own products, selling your services, teaching workshops, education, stuff like that. I feel like there's something bigger, newer, more disruptive to me. I mean, consulting maybe, but I wonder if there's something at scale that we could do. But anyways, I'm still figuring it out. But I think the brave new world for us is photographers. Like, currently YouTube is kind of the only / dominant platform for video hosting. I think the reason why YouTube is so much better than let's say like Vimeo and the other ones is that it's actually searchable, indexable, and Google owns YouTube, right? Google YouTube. Now if you Google stuff, the YouTube results pop up. So essentially it's the ultimate index of all knowledge, which is quite great and epic. I mean, your YouTube video channel, assuming that it doesn't get removed, will probably last longer than your website, probably. I don't know, maybe. I mean, if anything, my tip to you guys Google is revive Blogger, right? I think that'll be a good thing. I think WordPress right now is doing really well. WordPress.com, Jetpack, WordPress.org, etc. I still think the future is going to be media. And things to disentangle, right, is how much of, look at this, so much empty space, so much room to conquer. So the things to consider and think about is, how much of the future, of the near future, can we innovate without worrying about monetization? I would still say that, I mean, everyone's so interested in monetization, but like, I don't know, I'm starting to think that maybe money is more of a, something we figure out later, because if you really need to make money, right, you can just get a job at In-N-Out, right, make $20 an hour. Even McDonald's hiring $16 an hour starting, right? I'm like, man, there's like no reason to go to college anymore. Just get a menial labor job. Also I think if you're Amazon truck driver, prime truck driver, $16.50 an hour plus full benefits, pretty good, right? And also things for you to consider is, like, do you want to start a cool company? And actually it's funny because like now the whole thing is like, if you want to be successful, you got to start this big mega global $1 billion trillion company, right? But I think all great entrepreneurs like, you know, Elon Musk, etc., right? Maybe even Steve Jobs. The goal was never to become a CEO or to hire a bunch of people. It's just more of like out of necessity than a must. So a better way to think about entrepreneurship, etc., is essentially you to just do the thing, and then as the need expands, then you expand into, you know, let's say hiring more employees or getting a space or whatever, right? Otherwise, it's possible as lean and mean and green as possible, right? Even when I was thinking about it, it's like starting my blog, teaching workshops, there's like literally almost a zero financial risk to myself, because whenever I taught a workshop, right, let's say I rented a space or just did a coffee shop, there's really kind of no downside for me, actually. Instead of, you get a huge ass space, right? Then you gotta pay rent. It's like, you're screwed. And also the reason why I do not recommend leveraging your house for, quote, refinancing and taking that money and investing in others. Like one thing that I've superficially observed about home ownership is essentially like when you refinance, you're perpetually in debt, you're perpetually stressed. So the reason why it's unwise to leverage debt to make more money is that you're always gonna be stressed and worried, because you're going to always have new bills to pay. And when the going's good, but when it dries up, better have a deep ass war chest, right? Some people call it fuck it money, fuck off money, or fuck you money, right? I just prefer like the notion of a war chest, right? And the best way to build a war chest is, once again, spend like no money on car. One thing I'm proud of is, in my whole life as an adult, I'm 35 years old now, right? Born in 1988. I've never bought a car more than $2,500 USD. The last car I just recently procured is a 2009 Hyundai Sonata I got from my mom's, 200 something thousand miles on the dash. Spent maybe 2 G's to get it fixed up, tidied. It's like pretty much a brand new car, and I got it for $399. Which is $0.00. I'm like, even looking at Teslas, like, once again, I think it's better to buy Tesla stock than to buy a Tesla. Like, be the only guy like driving his mom's 2009 Hyundai Sonata with $500,000 of Tesla stock, not own a Tesla, than one of these, quote tryhards who drives a Tesla Model S Plaid, or an OC dad who drives a Tesla Model X Plaid. It's like a minivan on steroids, right? And then that's actually the funny thing too, right? Like, once again, yeah, better to buy the stock of the thing than the thing itself. Because even leasing a base Model 3, I see right now, it's like, I think it's like you had to pay $5,500 in down payment and then $350 a month, which is like, I mean, not as expensive as buying the thing outright up front, but if you do the maths, right, in 3 years you already dropped like 20 G's. Might as well buy the thing, or better yet, better not to just not own a car. $5,500, that's a lot of money. I mean, once again, like, yeah, just inherit a cheap family old car, whatever. Even like in terms of convenience in today's world, having a gasoline car or a Prius or a hybrid, plug-in hybrid, seems actually much more convenient. But anyways, photography is the future because it's silent. I think a lot of videos are actually a little bit annoying because you have to enable the audios, and actually I think it's much better that when it's on mute, sound could often be a distraction. So photography is great because you automatically clip out the sound. So for example, sometimes doing videos, a lot of family stuff, and then like I'm getting flagged on YouTube for like copyright infringement for my working out videos, for my hype lifting videos, and I'm like, I didn't want to get this like trashy music in the background, so I had to edit out the sounds. But I was like, photography is great because I don't have to edit out the sounds. It's already been edited out, right? So silence is the future. And also, even though everyone has AirBuds Pro Maxes on, to just look at still photos is still a superior experience, because anybody commuting, on the subway or whatever, could look at images and instantly get it. Also, it doesn't matter what language you speak, whatever. Photography as a language, a total visual language that we all kind of understand intuitively. And even nowadays, everyone, the reason they buy a new iPhone Pro camera is they want to take better pictures, right? And so I think let us like 1000x on the future of photography and let us thrive together.